Okay everybody, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be like a remake of my entire fire extinguisher collection. Some extinguishers have been taken off because they're getting ready to be sold or are waiting to be sold. And some of them are in different locations because, well, I don't really want to have to bring them all out. So, let's just get right into it. So, as you can see, we're going to start off with Wormold, which is over in this area. Then kind of got miscellaneous around here, and then Chubb in that point over there. And then there's more in the cupboard that's just out of view. So, we've got old ones and new ones. So we're going to start off with this big boy here. So this is a 1970s Wormold cartridge operated fire extinguisher. You can tell that it's cartridge operated because it has a nice big button. And it kind of has this shape, right? I mean, others have got the same or similar shape. As you can see my knees as well. And yeah, this is from 1970. It says on the bottom, but probably cannot see it from here. No, but that is a 1970s Wormold, and I also believe Simplex as well. Fire extinguisher that is used for Class A fires because it's a water fire extinguisher. Now, on to the next one, which is this dude here. This is a 0.9 kilogram fire extinguisher by Wormold. I had one at my old house before. It did not come with a pin, but that's okay because I don't need a pin. I mean, I've already used it, but these are good for RVs, kitchens, basically really anything. They're actually really good, I think, when I used them. They've actually got a plastic lever that can be bent, but they are pretty good. So that is from, I believe, 2009. Now this one here is pretty interesting because it's actually red, not silver. But the new ones I think are also red. This is, I believe, the 1996 Wormold water fire extinguisher, and it's kind of got the older gauge that some might have. And again, it's a water one, so Class A fires only, not B and C fires. It is maintained by Compliance Fire Protection. Do not call that number unless you have a reason to. Now that's that one. Now there's this one as well. This is a 4A fire extinguisher by Wormold as well. This one I believe is either 1980 or 1990. I'm not entirely sure, but this is one that destroyed my grass and was also a pain to get the hose out because it's so stiff, as you can see. Now, this has got like a 1970s Chubb style handle, and it was kind of a pain just to use. But it was at a good price, I believe, of $20, so get what you get. And now this one is interesting because it's actually got a different gauge. This is, again, another Wormold fire extinguisher, but it is silver, it's water, and it's also got a cool gauge. So, this one, I believe, is 1980 something. Not entirely sure. It still has the same kind of, what would you say, instruction label. It's a bit bigger. This is 10 liters. It's still tagged, fully charged. It's got like the same hose that this one has, but this is yellow. This one is more of a silvery greeny color. And again, it's water, so it's only good for what's it called? A-class fires. This is ABC, by the way. And yeah, this is another Chubb style one, like this one. Now, onto this one. This is a really cool one, okay? This is like an Ansell Sentry style, but it's not actually Ansell Sentry. Even though it looks like an Ansell Sentry, it's not. They actually do, or Wormold actually does these things where they kind of they do their own style, but they take styles off of other brands. As you can see, this is Chubb, right? This is Ansell. There's no Ansell lettering or anything on it. It is a bit faded, I think, maybe. But it's a nice guy that I bought, and his name is Terry. And fully charged as well. Got the nice horned like hose that keeps popping out. And this guy, I believe, is from 1990 something or other. I don't actually know. It might say somewhere at the bottom. Or it might actually say somewhere here. Don't know. Oh. No. So this is a 4.5 kilogram version. And is very, very nice. I got him for, I believe, 10 or 20 bucks, I'm not entirely sure. But it is basically just an Ansel Sentry fire extinguisher with Wormald as the rebrand. And I'm happy to have it because it's one of those American style extinguishers that isn't American. Now, onto a bit newer, and then we're going to go a bit old. This is a newer Wormald fire extinguisher, 2022, I believe. And it's an ABC or ABE. We use ABE here, not ABC, I believe. Fire extinguisher, so it can put out A class, B class, and C class fires. That being wood, rubber, textiles, fuel, flammable liquids, and electrical equipment. Now, this is, I believe, flame stop, but it's Wormald. I don't actually really know because this Kiwi Hygiene thing is covering it up. This guy before is maintained by Wormald. This guy is maintained by Kiwi Hygiene. This guy is maintained by Wormald. And this guy is maintained by Hygiene again, like I said. So he's newer, as you can tell. Definitely a style difference. This is a 2.5 kilogram, and this is a 4.5. Now, here is my only Wormald CO2 fire extinguisher. I'm actually going to get into a better position for this. So, this is different because I've actually seen different brands branding this style. So, there's a Kidder one at a store nearby. This one has got a cool thing where the lever goes into the operating lever goes into the main lever itself, and it's a bit bigger, maintained by Wormald. It is a Wormald branded thing, and again, because it's a CO2 fire extinguisher, it's going to be ideal for Class B and C fires only. This one, I don't know what year it is, but we can give it a little wee test, even though there's nothing in it except for air. So yeah, and you can see, if I try to put this pin back in, hold on. Yeah, so it works, just, it's mostly like, I guess, I don't actually know if that's just air pressure or something. I'm not entirely sure because I don't think they use pressure, these CO2 ones. It does say 1287, so it could be 1987, but I'm not sure. Now on to, I believe, the last Wormald fire extinguisher. This is a tiny little guy. This is a 2013 model. I love the tiny little handle this guy has. It is sort of built well, but not really. Fully charged, maintained by Wormald, branded by Wormald with the nice silver label. And if you look closely, it says powder. Now, this is an ABC powder fire extinguisher, if this is going to focus. So, A, B, C class fires, it is good for. And if I can pull out this little hose, little rubber hose, very nice. If it will, nice. I like that sound that it makes. Now, that's the last of the Wormald fire extinguishers. Now we're going to go on to Chubb. So, we've got a couple Chubbs here. And this is a 2001 model. So they, back in that time, in the 90s and 2000s, this is an Australian made one. They had this nice red handle. Same style today though, but they had the nice red handle back in its time. Fully charged, or actually a little bit overcharged. Red protective like hose tip. So this is basically brand new, I guess. It had a sticker, but I ripped that off because I didn't like it. And kind of like no rust at all, but a beautiful hose with that nice texture and nice kind of goldy browny metal. And it says Chubb as well. It's the old Chubb logo, I think. ABC, so A class, B class, C class fires. I shouldn't need to explain this anymore. You should get the point. It does have a pin holder or pin retainer, which is beautiful because not every extinguishers nowadays have one. I've just done rope with this one because there's no tag. Beautiful. Now, onto this guy. So this is basically the same brand. In fact, it pretty much is the same brand because it's manufactured for Chubb, but it's actually a Flame Guard branded fire extinguisher. This isn't a sticker. This is a full, like, branding thing. I don't know what you call it. So Flame Guard is basically like it's kind of like Quell and Chubb and Flame Guard. They all make kind of similar, well, the same style fire extinguishers. As you can see, they're pretty much the same thing. So again, this is a 1.5 kilogram one, smaller hose, well, nozzle, sorry, tagged, pin retainer, you know, fully charged, smaller, cuter handle. I'm saying cute because some of the extinguishers look pretty cute. Why am I saying that? Doesn't matter. So ABC fire extinguisher, I think this is 2021 or 2022, not entirely sure, but basically the same thing. Now, this is a smaller one by Chubb. This is my only Chubb one that is this size. Now, again, this is actually out of pressure, no pin, and small little, like, horn nozzle. ABC, if I didn't specify that before, and no pin retainer either, and just a little tiny hook. These guys have got a nice big steel, oh, I don't actually know if that's steel, bronze, I don't actually know, but they've got a nice girthy hook. These guys have got a little teeny tiny hook, and they're both like metal, so they will rust with water. So this is an even bigger one than this guy and this guy. So it goes like this guy, and then this guy, this big behemoth. And again, fully charged, pin retainer, tag, small handle, hose. This is a 2.3 model. And ABC fire extinguisher with Kiwi Hygiene, as you can see, as the maintainer. Now that is that one. Basically the same thing as all of these ones here. Well, these three. Now, the last Chubb one, I believe, that I own, but it might not be the last, I don't know, because I've got ones up in the cupboard up there, is this one is just a Chubb one. Completely worn out, still tagged with bear poo. Gauge, pin retainer, no tag, but nice hose without a hose holder. Neither does this one, or does this one have, but it is just a Chubb one, standard Chubb one that you can probably, actually, because this is a 2.3, this is also 2.3, the new 2.3 ones have actually got, I think, this kind of handle, and no longer this handle, even though this is a 2017 model, so I believe that's correct. So yeah, very nice having a steel handle. I like having steel handles because they're not plastic and they're not, sure, I mean this is probably steel as well, but I like having these shiny steel handles, they look nice. Now, enough of the Chubbs, probably. I don't know if I've got more or not. And let's go on to something a little bit different, because we're going to go into the miscellaneous section. Kidder. Yeah, I've got Kidder. But wait, is this the British Kidder? I don't know. But it's Kidder Thorn, which I believe is a different brand. Cartridge operated with a cool tag saying used. This is what the old Chubb ones from the 1970s used. He had these cool tags and everything. I couldn't take the top off, but I believe it's 1996. It's only good for A and B class fires. And it's a foam extinguisher. Very nice. Got this from a guy who was a firefighter or something. And you don't ever see this. I believe this is a UK device. So yeah, I've got a lot of devices from all over the world. Literally. Now, let's go from this to this. This is, I don't actually know what this is. I don't know. I do not know. It's used, rusting, ABC, and I don't know what brand it is, but it is being currently maintained by Advantage Fire Protection Limited. And those ones that you see in the back, that is a Quell one, which is basically a Chubb fire extinguisher, but that's a Quell ABC fire extinguisher. That one there is a Fire Gone USA fire extinguisher, and that is an Orca fire extinguisher, and that is a Quell first aid kit. Those are all for my personal use. Back to this. So yeah, I don't really know what this is, but it's something. It's definitely a fire extinguisher if that wasn't obvious enough. And yeah, I don't actually know what brand this is. Anyway, enough of that. On to this one. This one is a Flame Fighter 2 fire extinguisher with the funky handle that goes up and straight out, kind of like a V. And used, no tag, but pretty cool, like, double prong pin. This hose keeps falling out, but very typical rubber. And it's an ABC, maintained by Wimmold. Not installed, probably. I mean, it could be, but it is also not branded. It's Flame Fighter 2. And you can probably see there's actually been 2 stickers. I don't know what the one underneath is, but there has been 2 stickers. Right, back to UK fire extinguishers. I believe this is a UK one. Here is a Firewatch AFFF foam fire extinguisher for A and B class fires, I believe. Right, it is charged, cool, nozzle, tagged, pin, pretty much everything. This is a, I don't actually know what size this is, but it's got a nice thing, a little nice gauge made in Germany, which is nice, and it's got a good feeling, good nice ergonomic grip, and yeah, pure metal. So now let's go a little bit Indian, because yeah, I own Indian. Yeah, I do. I own Indian fire extinguishers. I don't know why. I get given these guys anyway. So this is used. Lost the hose. Pretty disappointing. ABC fire extinguisher with different shapes. I don't know why. Well, not different shapes, but kind of different color. I don't know why. It's very weird because they're using like a Badger fire extinguisher in the display. It's a Rescard from like 2016 or 2021. I don't actually know. And who is it maintained by? Usha. BGY Ltd. I don't know. That's probably who it's maintained by. And of course, pin retainer as well with this weird spinny thing that's sort of fun to play with. And cool gauge. I like these kinds of gauges. They're unique. You don't usually see them all that much. My camera is having trouble focusing. Right, American. Here we go. American fire extinguisher. It's a Badger, 1996, I believe. I love the Badger fire extinguishers, even though they're basically garbage, I believe. I don't actually know, but I think they're definitely not as good as Americ's. Now, different handle. Very, very sturdy handle. That is good quality right there. I mean, better quality than all of these guys. Probably except for this guy, though, because this guy's fixed. It's a bit charged, a bit overcharged. Nice handle. This guy is a marine fire extinguisher, so it came off an American plane from overseas, which is cool. I got this guy from Chubb, and he's fat, he's big. 2 tags, for some reason. Single prong pull pin. It's maintained by no one, I believe. Oh, maybe Chubb, I don't know. And yeah, nice, gorgeous badge. ABC fire extinguisher, and they use their own kind of extinguisher handle as their picture on their logo. You can see that they kind of, yeah. So yeah, American. Now, Carbonic. Yeah, I don't really know that much about Carbonic, but they're defunct now. They don't exist. This is an extremely rare carbonic powder fire extinguisher. It is not cartridge operated. It is gas, I think, stored pressure like these guys, I believe. It's rare because you mostly see this model here, the CO2 version, rather than the powder. But he's nice and yellow. Pure metal. Nice plastic horn. And instructions. And yeah. Very nice. You don't really ever see this kind anywhere at all. And it's also got a trigger, so you can pretty much fire it like a gun. And this is basically the same thing, but CO2 doesn't have that twisty thing. It's metal as well. If you can hear that. And I believe this is used already. Carbonic, £7. So they probably use pounds instead of kilograms. I don't know how heavy that goes up to in kilograms, but it's a CO2 fire extinguisher. It's heavy as hell, and it's good. It's all right. The last time I used one, it made a giant cloud in my garden. And this guy says Hydro Test 1963, so it must be pretty old. Now, back to India, we've got an Extinguisher 2022 fire extinguisher, same kind of gauge, different kind of handle. Actually, the handle is very similar to this guy. But it's not really the same because it's got this hole to put your hose. Typical rubber hose, fully charged. Not really, I guess. Oh, it actually might be maintained by this guy. I think this is a sticker. Yeah. Not even going to try to say that, but it's an ABC fire extinguisher, and it's probably one of the biggest I've got. And now, this guy, which I've actually taken the top off because he's potentially dangerous and potentially an exploding bomb. Hasn't happened yet. It's a Simplex ABC fire extinguisher, £2, and it's very old, probably 1970s, and a lot of the stickers have been worn off. So yeah, and the knob is somewhere. I put it in another cupboard. Right, so that's basically all of these guys. Now we're going to go into the last ones that I have, which are up in my cupboard. Right, here we are. You can see, I've already got a couple fire extinguishers and American ones. So, first things first, Wormold fire extinguisher with this cool tab, tape thing, instead of a pin. This guy is basically broken, but he can be used with water, which is cool. He's white, ABC, and from 1992. And is used. This guy doesn't actually have a brand, don't know, but I like how the handle kind of moves up and down. Fully charged, 2021, I think is when it expires, as it says. ABC. Oh, this guy here, Japanese, ABC fire extinguisher, top pin with a sticky tape thing that prevents the pin from being pulled out. Very nice. That guy's from the 1990s. Gemini fire extinguisher, very rare to find. Rusted, I guess, bracket thing, and cartridge operated. This is actually cartridge operated, this one here. And I've seen a couple more on like selling and trading websites. So yeah, they're very rare. Wormold cartridge operated fire extinguisher. Actually, we've got two cartridge operated Wormold fire extinguishers. This is red, and this is white. If you couldn't tell, because colors is just, unless you're blind and not blind, colorblind, then that's red, that's white. And a PSL fire extinguisher, I believe, one that I got from PSL. Could be Flame Fighter 2 as well. These guys, I don't know what year these two are from, but probably 90s. And now, probably the last, we've got a nice smaller Badger fire extinguisher. Very, very nice, with the groovy handle. I like it. It's maintained by Chubb. This also came off an American plane. And I got it from Chubb. And this is a Wormold fire extinguisher that I got. This is actually ABC. This is a Wormold fire extinguisher I got older, 2006, I believe. With an overcharged gauge, so probably broken. Tagged pin. Groovy handle as well. Nice rubber hose. And you did just see a kidder back there. Yes, you did. I'll get to that. And, yeah. Wormold fire extinguisher. Very nice. Now, we've got an Ansel Sentry back here. This guy here, Ansel Sentry, a real one. This guy was maintained by Wormold, probably installed as well. It's an ABC, around 1990 something, rather. I don't actually know. But he's pretty good back there. Pretty good. And then this guy, Kidder, something rather Pro 2, I think. Older one with the paint wearing off, as you can see. Is very nice. Actually, boop, right there. There's actually one back there as well. I didn't notice that. Fully charged, no tag, ABC fire extinguisher. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely with the Badger, that Wormold one. Where is it? The Ansel Sentry up there. And then back here we've got a Super Pro from like 1982 or 3. Very old. Same thing as this. So tape as the handle holder, broken gauge, well, glass, but is very, very cool because he's American as well. And so that's basically it for that part. Now let's go down to my last one in my collection. Boom. Just a Quell fire extinguisher, out of date 2016. That's basically it. Yes, there is a safe back there. Don't ask for the code because it doesn't work. And yeah, ABC fire extinguisher. This is the most typical fire extinguisher you will probably find in anywhere. Mitre 10, Bunnings Warehouse, pretty much anywhere. Those are stores, shopping stores, hardware stores. And it comes in with a nice metal bracket. And fully charged, works. Metal handle, little nozzle, brass, I think. Brass valves. And yeah, very, very nice. So, anyway, let's just travel back over to my giant collection of fire extinguishers that we currently have. So, if you enjoyed the video, do consider subscribing, liking, leaving a comment, and just have a great rest of your day, people. Yeah. Okay, so I did just realize I've got 4 more back here, I think. Yeah, 4 more. So let's just get this over and done with, then we can skip to the end. So first things first, 2016 First Alert automatic, well, not automatic, auto fire extinguisher for cars, RVs, whatever. BC fire extinguisher. So yeah, I've already explained what BC and ABC is. Plastic bracket, pull pin, pressure gauge button on the top. This is used. Then we've got an older one, 1995 one at the back, with a little button that I should be able to just press. Where is it? And it will just pop back up. This is older, not used. Then we've got a Kidder style Quell branded fire extinguisher, and then another one back here. One of them is from 2001, the other one's from like 1995. Very nice. Anyway, as I pretty much always say, but not all the time, if you like the video, do consider subscribing, liking, leaving a comment. Any questions can or will be answered, and have a great rest of your day.